Welcome to your Hanged Man Tarot. We're going to get into our celebrity tarot card reading with BTS member. I'm going to destroy this name just so you're aware of the situation, okay? I am not trying probably my hardest to say the name right, but here we go. Kim, or is it Kim? Seok-jin? I don't know. Let's just call him Kim and call it a day. Jin. Okay, let's get into his astrology. We are going to find out a little bit about his birth chart and astrology. So we will start that right after I do my timestamp and you go hit subscribe. Hit subscribe, click that bell so you don't miss any of your future readings here. I am going to go over through current vibe, just get a vibe off them, get a feeling where he is with the oracle reading. That will be confirmed through tarot cards. So let's get into astrology really quickly so we can start our reading. He was born Friday, December 4th, 1992 at 1:37 p.m. Is it Jin, or Yin? I don't freaking know. Or is it J pronounced Y? I don't freaking know. Y'all can tell me. That you can tell me. Okay, Sagittarius sun sign. Ascending is a Pisces and the moon is an Aries. Let's see. Birth path is a 1. Okay, so he was born Kim Seok-jin. That's the best we're getting. Best known as Jin or Yin. In. Is a South Korean singer and dancer born on December 4th. Like I said, in South Korea, he is a member of the BTS, also known as the Bangtan or Bangtan. Anyway, 7-member South Korean boy band. I'm about sick of doing these tarot readings on this band. There's too many of them. There's just so many. Okay, let's get into this. All right, so current vibe, what are we going for here? Where are we at? We're going to find out just kind of currently where they are, just to get a little bit of a feel for his energy and what he's thinking and feeling, maybe kind of dealing with. New beginning, definitely trying to get into visualizing something as far as a new beginning. Developing his ability to visualize even as he practices kind of like manifesting what it is that he needs to influence in his experience and of his reality. Okay, we also have our enchantment, but that's lagging a little bit, so the energy is not as positive with that enchantment. Okay, so currently just in a place where he maybe needs a muse. He's just not as inspired as he normally is, and definitely trying to do a deepened awareness of the unity and like the divine in his life. So just really trying to find some sort of leveling up when it comes to anything introspection and whatever is necessary to get there, whatever is necessary to really go further into that, deep dive. Definitely a new beginning on that. So spiritually kind of leveling up as we speak. All right, we are going to confirm that through tarot card reading. Finding all that we can through these tarot cards, getting all the tea, the gossip, you name any of those things, and we are going to try and get it, okay? Okay. So we're going to find out first and foremost about the celebrity and then get into any experiences, situations, or challenges that are in the past, as well as the present, of course. Okay, so currently all about this member of BTS is definitely lacking a little bit of control, and that really bothers the stability within his life. So there's definitely some sort of value in needing some sort of control, at least, especially when it comes to physical or things going on around him or anything that is bringing attention into his world. So that is lacking, again, because he doesn't have any sort of control or, say in the situation. The practicality is very, very bothersome. So it makes him not want to be in a place of like pushing forward any energy or being determined to get to something. Okay, so like a goal maybe. But the reason being is because there is definitely some sort of a conflict, some sort of instability, challenge. It's like almost like a static, but there's a lot of hope here. Instead of feeling revengeful, he definitely wants to be in a place where he's feeling really hopeful less rigid. He doesn't want to feel any losses. He doesn't want to communicate unless it's, clearing things up and it's really making some sort of benefit here, because he is courageous. He has a lot of courage, even though this is speaking that he has some anxiety right now and there's less movement or action towards whatever his goal point is. But he's not influenced by others very easy. So again, with the courage, not being able to be influenced super easily, you would have to be saying some shit. Glitter would have to be coming out your fucking mouth for him to be like, oh yeah, like I totally changed my mind now. So as far as his conversations go, he's definitely a great talker, great communicator. And but again, that control stuff is really bothering him, and that's really bringing some anxiety as of right now. All right, let's get into our challenge from the past. What is the most challenging experience or situation that needs to come forth? There's a baby around. Babies. There's a baby. It's brand new beginning. That's exciting. Anyway, that's not what we're talking about, though. There is a baby card, though. It's just not for this part. Okay, so as far as a challenge that was in the past, it definitely having to do with some sort of relationship that really brought a lot of challenges, or just kind of like that introspection, or, deep diving, trying to figure out what the fuck's going on with my life type of situation. It really brings a lot of feelings of joy. And with these feelings of joy, I really feel like it kind of was a romance, something that he trusted, okay? The understanding or the conversation within the situation definitely had to do with keeping a connected mind, both of them having connected minds, especially in this new beginning, okay? Some sort of strength, because again, here comes the strength card, which is weird. We were just talking about how strong this individual is and he's not easily influenced, but the strength here within the situation, understanding any kind of clear communication with this other person really brought in the idea that he had to be courageous. He had to have a lot of deep inner wisdom and strength to talk or have this conversation, especially in the beginning of this relationship or the beginning of their ending of this relationship, however that resonates for them. But, as far as like the mental processes here, it's just like the truth had to be here, especially, to get into an understanding of moving forward and starting something great or new. But again, there was a couple things here as far as like challenges in the relationship. It was pretty fluid though, and it was hard. They both were leading with their heart no matter what. And that was in the past. So that was definitely some sort of a challenge in the past. Presently, there is something going on as far as like an emotional new beginning, some sort of a baby situation. I don't believe he has kids. I took a peek. I didn't see a kids or a wife or anything. So whatever it is, there's some baby stuff going on around, or something that feels like a baby. I don't even know, because this is definitely a new cycle. And the only thing that's really challenging is, he keeps looking back on memories or on his childhood. Maybe I just feel like with this, he's like bringing back, any of his values. He's looking back on things. So this baby's probably drawing up a lot of thoughts of beliefs, values. Where do I stand? How do I hold the hand of, a new life, or around a new life? If I have, something going on in the past, like what is it that I can bring, and, set forth as something that is kind and good, something that is down to earth. But again, I didn't see a baby, unless they had a secret baby, or there was some sort of I don't know though. Okay, how does he feel about himself? He is at a crossroads, especially at the time being. Okay, there is some sort of communication, some sort of talk that he needs to have. It hasn't been had, and it needs to happen before this new beginning in his work. And this is very frustrating, because he's feeling like things are going on and being controlled by people who are around the situation. They're influencing everything as far as his work and the things that he's passionate about. This new beginning is going to be great, but yet there's so many things that are not in his control. So he needs to have a talk. He needs to have a conversation with somebody. He's at a crossroads about it. He's definitely not wanting to fall away from the greatest challenge here, and that's, to not lead himself through the situation. But he doesn't want to not feel free. Okay, he's gonna feel fucking free whether it kills him or not. He's like, I'm not doing this without, really seeing the situation. So how the world sees him, though, how his fans see him, how, the public will take to him, is that they find him very empathetic, emotional, very touching, loving individual, somebody who has a lot of feelings and a lot of joy. And it's almost like their heart right out here. They can see it all the time. And they feel like there's a lot of balance there. Okay. We do think that maybe he needs to learn how to stop being so unpredictable, because he might have a little bit of a wild side, I'm feeling like, especially when it comes to his rebellion or being a little bit flirty. It's like, maybe you should learn how to, like, work on doing some other things, like get into, the passions, the job that you're working, but his charm, it's powerful in ways that you can't even imagine. Okay. And we definitely see this. We see he's like he's very loving. He's very loving. And it's almost like he makes you feel, if I say this, I'm going to say it because it just came to my brain. He makes you feel like you're the only person in the room. And that's charming, but it's authentic too. It's not like a creepy, like narcissistic stare, nobody's here but us kind of creepy like vibe, but he's like zen and happy and joyful and empathetic. He's like wonderful. Okay, so let's find out likely outcome here. Likely outcome for the next month or so. There will be some sort of a closure on that work stuff. So the burdens of that are definitely going to be felt, but there's going to be a talk, obviously, because there is closure with this 10 of Wands. This is bringing some closure to that situation. But there's still a little bit of lack of balance, especially when it comes to anything dealing with, the work stuff. So he feels like there could be an overworking or not enough working, or I don't like this part of the workings type situation, but there's still like a little bit of a balance that is not being made here. A little bit of the partnering, the peace within the partnership or the cooperating even. It's just not as much as he would like. Okay. It's just not as stable in that balance as he would like at all. Because he likes that down to earth type of shit, but it's, to be determined for sure. And definitely dealing with that solution. So coming back into things, he's definitely in a place of solution, finding that solution. And he's okay with, the feelings he feels about it. And he knows that there will be a lot of grief, or like the over emotion will be crazy. It'll be crazy if he doesn't get to, an ideal place, because he knows if he stays in indecision that the money will go away. The income streams will go away. So he has to make a decision. He has to walk in on the fact that this is going to be and feel unbalanced and unhinged as fuck. But he also knows that he has solitude. So he can find some sort of hermit energy anywhere he goes. So he can find himself a little spot where he could just hide the fuck away when he needs to. He does know that he can go into solitude at any time. All right, please go ahead and hit subscribe to Hangman Tarot. That is the ending of our BTS member reading. I'm going to get into some other celebrity readings before I get into that other one. Somebody asked me to do the chick band. B-I-V, did it? I don't remember. Anyway, I think she said it was spelled. I can't remember. Anyway, so it's going to take me a minute to get there because I literally have a life too. And I have to do these other celebrity readings that are still in a list in line. Again, if you'd like to request a celebrity to be on the list, please send in your celebrity. I would love to give them a reading. Leave it in the comments, please, if you would. Please and thank you. Also, check out my social media. You can get a hold of me there too. That is in the details below. Also, share, like, and follow on your social media, especially when this video does pop up. It'll be your next BTS member. So I hope that you all enjoyed these readings. Again, they are just to add to your day, add to the tone of your fandom and be excited about something. But it is nothing to get upset about. Please stay as peaceful and positive on this YouTube channel, because that's what we need to be doing. Otherwise, I will boot you over to Sally's Tarot, okay? If you don't like this tarot, if you don't like my interpretation, please, again, go down the street. Sally's Tarot shop is right down the street. It's no problem. It's no problem. I will give you a ride. Have a good night, you guys. See you.